Thank you for listening. My name is Mike Strauss, aka Strauss21. I'm a mixed martial arts journalist. I currently contribute to bjpen.com, Low Kick MMA, CageSidePress.com. You could find my work there as well as my YouTube channel at aka Strauss21. And of course, the Did You See That Shit Mixed Martial Arts podcast that you are listening to right now. Here is my latest interview. I hope you enjoy it. I want to welcome back to the show Mr. Max Payne. Griffin has a big fight coming up here against Thiago Alves on UFC on ESPN Plus 2 on February 2nd. What's going on, man?
What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking?
Man, big fight coming up here, Max. Do you think this is the biggest fight of your career, man?
I do, man. They always say the next fight is, that's kind of the cliche kind of thing. My next fight's the biggest fight. But it's my sixth fight in the UFC. And I haven't fought a legend yet, So it's what it's about to me, That's what it's about, to fight the best guys, to fight the guys that have been there, done that. To me, he's on the level, Carlos Condit, Cerrone. He's one of these old pioneers that I used to watch hardcore. He used to be my favorite fighter, So it's an honor to be able to go against him.
Yeah, Thiago's been doing it for a long time, man, and you're right. You have been fighting the very best guys since you entered the UFC. Crazy! This is going to be your sixth fight, man. Has time just flown since you signed with the UFC?
Yeah, it's crazy. They say it's my sixth, and I was like, "Holy shit, you're right. It is my sixth." It's been a whirlwind, but I love it. I've always wanted this life. I've always wanted to fight professionally, and only fight, not work a side job, not, training at night, working the day. And the UFC's done it for me, man. I've been able to live, breathe, drink, sleep, fighting. It's amazing life.
You were on the same wavelength, totally, bro. Because I was going to ask you. I mean, the last time we spoke, you had just recently became a full-time fighter, and now of course, you're digging your new lifestyle. But what have been some of the biggest changes for you, kind of growing into this full-time fighter role, not having to do anything else?
It's a little more hectic. I thought it would be a little bit slower. That because it was so fast paced when I was working full time training, and now I've kind of settled into it more so as I'm maturing and getting more wise in the game. I'm getting more wise. I'm not spending too much energy and using all my resources. I'm working with the PI a lot out there in Vegas. I switched everything over to them as far as my strength and conditioning with Post Sandoval, my food with Clint Wattenberg and Trifecta. It's really its highest level in the world, and I'm utilizing my resources. I'm actually getting rest now. I'm able to sleep now. I'm getting 7-8 hours of sleep when before I was barely getting 5, and your body doesn't even start to regenerate till about 7 hours. So I'm just maximizing my time and doing what's best for me and my body.
For sure, that's what it's all about. The last time out, man, you had a close decision loss against Curtis Millender at UFC 226. I thought, all in all, man, I thought you performed pretty well. What did you take from it? Have you had a chance to watch the performance, and if so, what did you take from it?
Yeah, I watched it. I learned a lot from that fight. It was real close. People say, "Oh, it was close. It was close." I thought they were bullshit, and I watched it. It was close as shit.
It definitely was.
It was close. I mean, on the stats, I beat him. If you look at the stats, I want to say I had 68 significant strikes. He had like 17, and just control and everything. But he stole rounds. He's not a finisher. I mean, he may have finished guys, but to me, he doesn't fight like a finisher. He just tries to kind of sit in there and wait till the end of a round and throw a flurry and try to win the rounds. He's mentally trying to win rounds, and that's what I wasn't really trying to do. I was just trying to win the fight. So it was more strategy stuff. Like I said, he's not better than me anywhere, and he outthought me. I took some bad knees. He got me with some knees that would have dropped any single other person in the world that would have been kneed like that. I swear to God, those knees were solar plexes, 100% death knees, and I ate them and kept moving. You know, they were. I'm telling you,
No,
they're the ones you just want to just die, man.
man, I bet I wouldn't have been able to do half of what you did. Obviously, I mean, one thing you definitely displayed, man, is you showed everybody that you do have a hell of a chin and that you're one tough MFer. You know, Thiago Alves, he is a closer. He is that guy that when he smells blood, he goes for broke, man. How are you going to take that? Knowing that, how are you going to use that to your advantage?
Yeah, I got something for 'em, man. This is the best I've ever felt, and people always say that. You know, I've been telling people it's the best I've ever been, but um, like I said, I'm getting wiser and better. Just how my body's performing. I'm doing a lot of mobility stuff now, like touch button apart kind of stuff. I've always been so tight and you know, I haven't really been flowy and flexible, and so I've been doing that. I stretch for like an hour a day now, just working on being more mobile. Because if you're mobile, you could be that much better. I've also been reading a shit ton. Getting my mind on a whole other level, man. And it's crazy. I'm so happy with how I'm doing right now. I'm usually dragging. The last 2 weeks of the camp, you usually feel like shit. I mean, any fighter will tell you, you feel like shit. You run down, you're overworked. You know, it's like the light at the end of the tunnel. But for me, it's like I can't wait. I feel so good. My performances are getting better. My cardio is getting better every day. It's not the opposite, which is my usual. But now, like I said, I'm working with the best in the world at the PI, man. They're the best. They're all Team USA. The UFC stole them all from Team USA. You know, Heather Linden, Bo, Duncan. I mean, best in the world. And those are my homies. They're my people. So they're helping me along. And I'm really dialed in. Also doing this thing with the Omega Wave with Roman Foreman. He's a scientist up there, and it's basically a diagnostic for your body about overtraining, and it's like EKG that plugs into your phone, hooks to your hand. The electrodes go to your forehead, and it scans your mind, your heart. It's high level, man. And I've been doing my training. I've been working on it every day. So say I get a workout from Bo on my phone on the app, and my numbers were terrible. Like I'm in the red on endurance and speed and power. You know, they could change it up and say, you know what, maybe take it easy on this part today. We could adjust to this. It's really intuitive, and I've been every day been using it. It's a science, man. I've been just utilizing the crap out of it. So I feel great. It's amazing.
It's crazy, man, how and the training and the whole ideology behind mixed martial arts training, how it has just taken like a 180 in the last what 5 6 years or so, right?
Oh,
I mean,
there's actual research and facts. There's facts about it now. It's not a guess, you know.
yeah, it's insane, man. I mean, before it was all about, getting rounds in and grinding and kind of proving, how tough you were in training.
Yeah, getting hit with no headgear on, with little gloves, and taking concussions every day. But
and now it's
those days
just,
are over for me.
yeah, it's a different world, man, and it's probably a good thing, right? I mean,
It is like for me, like even with my sleep, like say I'll have a hard training day and I'll be like in the red at the end of the day, which you're supposed to be, you know. I'll get a good sleep, rest, and I'll be in the green in the morning. And if I have a few training sessions, I do like 3, 4, 5 sessions a day. So after 3, if I test and I'm in all red, I won't go train. I'll rest. I mean, that's when you get hurt, when your body's dying on you. To go do some sprints is after 10 rounds of boxing is counterproductive. You're going to get hurt. Your body's not going to absorb what you're trying to give it. It does more harm than good, so you're better off in those situations. Take the night off and go do it the next day. I mean, it's a science now, and I'm just optimizing myself and my training.
For sure, yeah. I mean, before, if you wanted to take a day off, people would look at you like you were a quitter or you were half-assing it. And now, it's okay to take a day off if your body's telling you to, man. That's cool. That's good stuff, man. You're going to be fighting on ESPN now. And have you had a chance to work with them at all yet, or?
I haven't worked with him yet, but I watched last week's show with Dillashaw Cejudo. I liked it. I did like it. People are saying, "Oh, Stephen A. Smith doesn't know his shit and all that." Like, give him some time. For me, it was good to see him on there. Like, oh shit, that fool's on there. Like, ESPN is the #1 sports channel in the world.
Hmm.
So to be partnering with them, it's just good, and it's just going to get better and better and better. Yeah, man, I think they're doing the right thing, and I'm pumped.
Yeah, I do too, man. I can't wait. You just turned 33 in November. Do you feel like you're just now kind of hitting your physical prime and your mental, like everything's coming together for you? That's what it seems like, right?
Yeah, people say, you get older and all this shit, but I don't feel like that. I feel like I'm getting better. I feel like I'm getting better, and it's what I'm doing. On top, I mean, I look young anyway, but I feel it. It's not artificial, and my numbers are better. How fast I am, I'm hitting harder. I'm faster. I'm running faster. I have more cardio. I could push for the longest than I've ever been able to push. My recovery in a minute is shit, 18%, and the UFC average is 10% in a minute.
Wow.
Like how low you can get your heart rate in a minute. You know what I mean? After max, I'm almost double the UFC average. So it's like I'm getting better, man, and it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Crazy, man.
Before I let you go, man, I just wanted to say, you're going to be traveling down to Fortaleza, Brazil for this fight. One of your teammates, Anthony Fluffy Hernandez, I had a chance to speak with him actually just earlier today. He's going to be fighting on that card with you. You guys are friends and training partners. How is that trip going to be? I mean, you guys are going to be taking it together. I imagine that's going to be a pretty cool experience for both of you guys, right?
It's so sick. He was supposed to fight on the 26th this
Yep.
week in Anaheim, and we were at the Performance Institute when we got the news. This guy ran in. It's like, hey, this is before all the news broke. He was, hey, Anaheim just got canceled. And I was like, hey, man, fucking this fool's fighting on Anaheim. They're like, oh shit. So we called Mick Maynard right there, or sorry, we called our manager, and he was already talking to Mick Maynard about it. And I was like, hey, man, see, you fight a Brazilian, see if he could fight on my card the next week. And shit, they put him on the next week. So it's stoked. It's his first fight. I'm happy to go down there with him. I mean, I was training with him since he was 15. Put him under my wing, man. Back in the day. I mean, this is shit like 10 years later, man. And he's making his debut. We get to go down with him. It's perfect. It's perfect. I
Hmm.
wanted to be there, and now we're fighting together. So it's perfect, man.
Yeah, it does seem like everything worked out for the better, right? I can't wait, man. It's almost here, February 2nd. Thiago Alves is going to be the next victim for you. UFC on ESPN Plus 2. I want to give you a few minutes here, Max. Shout out your coaches, sponsors, whatever you would like, man. The floor is yours.
Man, I just want to thank all my people. I don't want to thank all my sponsors because I have way too many. Which is an honor, which is a blessing. I just don't want to leave everyone out
I hear you.
because, like I said, I have so many. I have like 30 sponsors for at least, and they're all equal. They're all amazing. They all got my back, man. They all show that love, and I show it back. But I want to thank my team. It's all coming together. My coach Dave Marinoble, my head coach, Daniel Brito, the guys at MMA Gold, Carnage Jiu Jitsu, Jamie Hart, my sensei over there. I got my people in the UFC PI, Clayton Wattenberg, Bo Sandoval, Heather Linden, even Bobby over there. Um, we just have, over here Russ at Kime, PT, my massage, like my bodywork guy, massage Messiah. Just have so much. I have so much help. You know, it's like I'm like the people's champ out here in Sacramento, man. I have so much love. Shout out to Sacramento. Everywhere I go, hey, you Max. Oh my God, Max, I follow your fights. Oh my God, can I get a picture? If I'm at a gas station, if I'm at, Walgreens, it doesn't matter. Like, it's materializing. I appreciate my girl, man. Taking care of me, my son, being the light in my life. It's great, man. I just love it. I love this life, and it's a blessing to be here. Sometimes I sit back and I'm like, this is fucking crazy, man. You got to make your life. You got to make your life, man. No one's going to make it for you. And I'm happy to be what I'm doing and where I'm at and where I'm going.
Man, true words right there, man. Well, Max, I truly appreciate you speaking with me, man. You've always been super good to me, and I know that especially now, man. I mean, you're going to be just slammed with things to do as the closer the fight gets. So I truly thank you, brother. Best of luck to you, man, and hopefully we get a chance to speak after you get your hand raised.
We will, man. I promise.
All right, take care. For everybody else, again, that's Thiago Alves, UFC on ESPN, +2, February 2nd. Your boy Max Payne. Thanks, brother.
Thank you, man.
Take care, Max.
Later.